Hello my dear students, welcome to computer science class. Let us continue with our chapter, that is spreadsheet. In our previous video class we have discussed about various statistical function and we have also begun with the text function. Therein the first text function that we had discussed was concatenate and ampersand. Both the concatenate and ampersand was used to assemble the strings of text. Assemble in the sense it would help you to join the two different strings. It might be 2 or 3 depending upon the how you are going to use the concatenate and how you are going to pass the arguments. Alright. Next we have seen the find and search. Find and search would help you to find one particular text value within another, wherein find was a case sensitive and search wasn't a case sensitive. These two functions we had completed in our previous video class itself. Now today in our class we shall discuss with the new text functions. The first one is length, that is trim, value, left, right, mid. All these functions we are going to discuss. The first one we are going to discuss now is left, right and mid. What is this left function? The left function will return you the leftmost characters from a text value. That means, for an example, if I take the string a1 is equal to signs when I take it, and if I pass the formula like is equals to left, okay, of a1 comma 2 when I say it, so this left function in a given particular string, that is signs, it will return me the leftmost two characters, because I am going to specify as is equal to left a1 comma 2 when I specify. It's a clear indication that I want to see the two leftmost character in a particular string, that is signs. I hope you are understanding. In that case the value which I'll get be written as SC. Similarly we have the right function. The right function would return me the rightmost characters from a text value. That means if I pass the formula like is equals to right a1 comma 3, if I give the last three words of signs, okay, we know that SCIENCE, that means last we need means ENCE. These three letters would be given as a return to me when I use the formula like is equals to right, okay, a1 comma 3, the last three rightmost characters from within a text value. Similarly I do also have the mid function. Suppose I don't want the leftmost characters, neither I wanted the rightmost characters. I want the mid part of that particular string to be displayed, and wherein it will start from some specific position. Then we have to use the mid value. Now mid value we shall clearly understand with the help of example. Before to that we shall see the example of right and left. Now here is an example like A1 cell will consist of the string that is Karnataka state. When you look at this is equals to right A1 comma 5 when I specify here, I would like to see the 5 rightmost characters in this particular string. So it would return me 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It will start counting from the right. Alright. So these are the 5 characters. So 5 state will be returned. Similarly, when you look at the example of left here, what it is equals to left a1 comma 2. This would return me 2. I am specifying. No, that means it returns me the two leftmost characters in a given string. That is, the two leftmost means it will start counting from the left of the given string. So KA will be returned. So this will return me that text known as KA. Now what when I use the function that is mid? See here, mid a1 comma 10 comma 3. This means what? I want to find out the middle of the string, at least 3 characters I would like to print, wherein it should start counting from the 10th position in your given string. So when 10th position, in a sense, how will it return me this particular answer is, see here, start counting from the here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. we need to start counting from the 10th position. 10th position will become a blank space, followed by, this is 11 and this is 12. So from 10th position, I want to print the 3 characters. That means from 10th position will become a blank space here. Therefore, blank, then yes, and then T will be returned. If you carefully observe, actually here it is a blank space followed by yes and followed by T. So this is how the mid value will return you the specific number of characters. That means 3 is, I have specified here. 3 means 3 specific number of characters will be returned from this particular string, that is A1, that is Karnataka state, right from the position that we specify, right from the 10th position. Similarly, if I give it as 9 here, if I made it as 9, then how the answer would be like A, blank space and yes. This is how I would get the value by using a mid text function. I hope you are understanding. Now let us move on to the next function, that is the length. Length will help you to return the number of characters in a text string. Suppose if I want to know the entire length of the particular string I want to know, then I can use the length. This is very simple, is equals to length of, specify the cell number where your string is there. So this Karnataka state, as we know, till the blank space it was a position that was 10, right? Then similarly 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So this particular function will return me the answer as 15 because its length is 15 as per you count the each character. Moving on to the next function, that is repeat. Repeat will help you to repeat the text a given number of times. If you carefully observe this example, A1 is consisting of the value that is 3.35. Then is equals to repeat. What you want to repeat, that particular text has to be given, that particular text or number has to be specified in the first argument, comma, how many number of times you want to repeat it, that you have to specify. When I write this formula, I'll be getting what it is clearly indicates 0 is the number, has to be repeated 8 times. So you need not to explicitly give the 0 as 8 times here. Just if you are using the repeat function, it will help you to have the zeros for the 8 times before whatever the cell number you are going to specify. So look at here, 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times I got the 0 and then followed by the value. I hope you are understanding. Moving on to the next function, that is text function. Text function would help you to format a number and convert it to the text. That means what? The numbers, say for example 5. 5 will be in the number format. If the number 5 is in the number format in a cell, then you can use that 5 for the calculation. But what if that 5 is in the text format? Then we cannot use it for the calculation. So if I want to convert the number format to the text value, if I want to convert, then you can use the text function. Now look at the example over here. D13 is equal to, we have some serial number. I hope already we have discussed some of the date functions, like why this 42192 I have taken. This is one of the serial number in an Excel which is representing some date. Okay, now herein is equals to, this is in number format. I can't understand what is this format. When I look at this one serial number, I will not able to immediately identify which date it is. So I would like to convert it in the text format. So what I need to do is equals to text D13 comma specify in which format you want it. Okay, so day, month and year I'm going to specify in this way. Now this double quote represents it's a text format. So that would return me, for this particular serial number I have this particular date, that is 7th day, 7th month and 2015 year. So therefore text function is used to convert the number format to the text format. I hope you are understanding. So all these examples we shall see that practically. Next we have that is trim. Trim is very important. So this trim function will remove any spaces from the given text. That means any by mistake when you are typing a document, maybe instead of one space you might have given two spaces or three spaces. Unnecessary if any spaces are there, then if you just use the function known as trim by passing the specified arguments if you are using, okay, then like for example is equals to trim of A1. If you look at this one, okay, actually it is how Peter, actually A1 is equals to, here we have Peter and then a space, Peter then space and Peter space clerk. So how many more number of spaces are there? If I pass is equals to trim A1, if I pass, then it will clearly give me Peter, one space, then Peter, one space and clerk. So it removes any unwanted spaces in a given string. I hope you are understanding. Now next function is the value function. Value is a function that would convert the text argument to a number. Previously we have seen the function text which would convert the number to the text. Now value is a function that will convert the text argument to a number, it will convert. Now as I took the example of 5, if I make it as a text value, then I cannot use that number 5 to be in the calculation. Alright, suppose if I want to use it in the calculation, that particular number, then I need to reconvert it back to the number format. So for that sake, I'm going to use a function known as value. Let us see its example here. See here, A1 is equal to 5, where 5 would be in the text format. Okay, then value of A1 when I specify would return me the value as 5, which will be in the number format. So all these functions, let us see practically. Okay. So here is a text functions. In our previous video class already we have discussed with concatenate and ampersand, find and search, we have seen it. Now in this class we shall see practically the left, right, mid, alright, length, repeat, text, trim and value. So look at this one. Here I have a string known as computer science. Alright. Then using this particular formula left, what is the syntax actually when I place a cursor here is equals to, when I specify the function name as left. Okay. So see, it is telling you the text, the cell number. So the cell number is what for me here as E17. So click on to this particular. So it will select me the E17. So how many number of characters you would like to see? So I'll just give as comma and I want to see only, I'll take it as 1. Okay, when you press enter, see the leftmost character in your string is C. Similarly, I have the right. So I'll just place a cursor over here is equals to, I'll just take it as right function here. Look at this. Right, specify the number of characters from the end of the string. So I'll take right, specify the cell number. So I'm going to specify the same cell number, comma. Now this time I'm going to see, up to 3 characters from the rightmost. So when I click on to the enter, see NCE, I'm getting NCE. Those are the rightmost. So similarly, when I place the cursor here, the formula I've written, when I place the cursor here, look at my formula, is equal to left E17 comma 4. That means at least 4 characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the reason I got the answer here. Similarly, when I place a cursor over here, so I've just passed E17 comma 10 characters from the rightmost I want to find. So 10 characters. If you count it clearly, right from ER to this last CE, it becomes 10 characters. So the 10 characters has been returned. But look at the next one, the mid one. So mid will return a specific number of characters from the given position. It will start counting, isn't it? So when you look at this formula is equals to mid, you need to first pass the text from where you want to find out the mid value. So E17 comma 11. 11 is the position from where we should start counting, comma how many characters you would like to have it, that is 5 characters I want to see. So specify. So 11 comma 5 in the sense we need to start counting where exactly the 11 would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Till computer it is 8. Then 9, then 10, then 11. From C it is 11 and that too only 5 characters I want. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So that's the reason CIENC I got it. So mid value will help you to specify the middle of your particular string. Right from a specific position it will start counting, and depending upon the how many number of characters would you like to see. I hope the concept is clear about left, right and mid. Let us move on to the next one, that is to find out the length, repeat and text. See, the length we know it will return you the total number of characters in a given string. When I place a cursor over here, it's a simple formula, is equals to just pass the cell number of your string. So my cell number of string is E17. So when I pass this, total it is giving me as 16 characters. So we knew space was 9th, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So total given as 16. Now let us move on to the next one, that is a repeat function. Repeat functions here is equals to repeat. I am specifying the text, what it should be repeated. I want to repeat SCI. Since it is a text, it is being enclosed in double quotes, comma. How many number of times you would like to repeat? 5 number of times. When I write this particular formula, if you count, it is 5. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4 and this is 5. So total 5 times it has been repeated. Clear? Now let us see to this one. Here what did I give is equals to, this is actually the number. Initially it was a number and I want to convert that number into text format. So when we want the text format, we should give it in double quotes. Let me show another example over here. How do we convert it? So when I place over a cursor here, so is equal to text function, when I type it, so it converts a value to a text in specific number format. So I'll just place a tab here. What value would like to convert? 10 is the value I would like to convert in the text format. So since the text format in the double quotes, when I click on to the enter, so I have given as 110. 1 second here. So here I have taken the 5. Now this 5 comma I want it in text format. Now I cannot use this for calculation. Now let us, the same formula I have written here. Now let me give the number here as 8. Now I would like to perform, see, text always take the left by default. Number always take the alignment right as default. Now let me perform the sum operation of these two cells. So I'll just select the range and click on to the enter. See, the sum I'm getting as 8. I'm not getting 8 plus 4 as 12. I'm getting it as only 8 because this one is in the text format. We have converted that one from number to the text. That's why I'm not able to use it in the calculation. Moving on to the next one is the trim. If you carefully observe here, we have Peter Clerk. When I click on to this particular cell, say I have more than one blank space over here. Okay, if need be another blank space also I can give. I have more than one blank spaces. So this trim function will remove any unnecessary blank functions if are there in your string. So when I place a cursor over here, what did I write? Trim of J17. This, when you click onto the cursor, this is my string cell is J17. So it removes all the unwanted spaces and give you the specific format. Next we have the value function. Value is a one which will convert the text to the number format. If you carefully observe, G23 is the cell number I have passed. Where is G23? This is my G23. This is the cell number G23. So this was in the text. Now I want to convert into the number. When I write is equals to value of G23, look at the alignment. Since it is converted in the number format, it has taken the right alignment. Now when you convert that in the right alignment, you now take it the value as 8. Now perform the sum here children is, when you perform the sum, so just take an enter. See, I got it a 12 because value is a 1 which is converting the text to the number. So these were all the text functions we have completed. The next one we should discuss is about the data form, the very last topic. What is a data form? So data form is nothing but it's a dialog box which allows you to perform the operations on the database one record at a time. Suppose if you want to interact with the database and with your Excel sheet. So what is a database? Database is nothing but, here we are going to use the MS Access as a database. Okay, how to create a database is not important, but here how we are going to have an interaction between your Excel sheet and the database. Database is a one wherein you can store the information and analyze and manage the information. The huge information you can store it at the back end. Okay, in order to analyze and manage your data, that is what we call it as database. So to have the interaction between the database and the ESS, that is electronic spreadsheet, the first thing is we need to create a database which is existing in the database, or a new database might be you can create using the Microsoft Access. Access is a database that has been provided by the Microsoft itself in order to store the huge amount of data, analyze it and manage. Out of your database you can create the reports and all. Fine. So next is go to the ESS data. You have to click onto the data tab. In that you have form access. The fields will be directly inserted from what you have created in the database. The same data you can weave it in the ESS. Each columns will be the fields, each row will be the record. Okay, the fields could be data filtered. That means the advanced filters you can apply, and you can even change the format of that particular table. So this one I'll make you to understand how exactly we can have the establish between the interaction between the database and the ESS. So for that, first we need to create a database first. I'll just minimize this one. So I'll take it in the sheet 3, but before I take it in the sheet 3, I'll take a new one. So control, this one I'll just minimize. So go to the start button, click on to the start button. Here we have the all programs here. Click on to the all programs. So here in for the all programs we have Microsoft Office we have here. Therein choose the Microsoft Access 2010. This is the database actually. Okay, click on to this one. So herein we need to create one blank database. So the blank database is been by default it is chosen, and then click on to create. When we do this, a blank new database table blank new database will be created for us. In this one we need to create a table. We need to add the fields here children. Click here to add the fields. So here I will take it as the roll number. Fields I'll take it here to be as the roll number. So herein I'll give it in capital, the roll number. So I'm creating all these fields in the database. I'm creating this, okay, not in the Excel. Now here in the second field I'm going to give here as name. All right, just click on to OK. And the next one is the roll number, name. Now I'm going to give the section. Okay, I'm going to give the section. Clear? And then one more table I'll just create it. One more column I'm going to create, section, and then combination. Once again I'm going to type it, retype it again. Yeah. Combination. All right, so these are the different columns I've created. Now I will start creating the rows. So JJ, okay, B123 is my first roll number I'll give. The name here I'm going to give as Rahul. Section I'm going to give as P1. Okay, combination I'll take it as PC MB. Okay, so this is my first row. Now I'm going to go for the second row. So herein I'm going to give as JJ C. Okay, 1 2 4 roll number, and the name is here I'm going to take it as Ramya, and the section I'm going to give as PU1. Combination I'm going to give as PC MC. All right. The third one, ID is a default one. It is the serial number it is taking. So JJ C 125. Okay, and I'll take here the name as Suresh. Okay, PU1 section. Combination I'll take it as PCMC itself. Similarly, last one more I'm going to create here. The row JJ yes 126. All right, and here I'll take it as Rajesh. Okay, PU1, and then this time I'm going to take as PCMS. So this is how I'm going to create the table in my database. The next thing is I need to save it. So click on to the file and click on to the save button. Yes, you want to save? Yes. Now the changes, yes, I want to make the changes. What is your table name? Let it be table name. What I have created in my database, it is asking whether you would like to save it as table name. Yes, 1. Now here I need to choose my location where I have to save it. So here it is asking me to choose your location. So on to my desktop I'll be choosing the location, and here I'm going to give the database name. So database demo, this is what I'll give my database name. Okay, database demo, and just I'll click on to the save. Okay, now you can close your database, you can close it, and now you can open one blank Excel file you can open, and now you can go to the data. Under the data tab you have from Access. That means you want to import the data from the Microsoft Access database. What you have created in database, you would like to import it in your Excel file. So that's what is a data form. So click on to this one. It is asking you to choose where your data source in the sense where is your database. You need to choose that one in order to open. On my desktop I had saved it, right? So here I have database demo. This is my database access. So click on to this one and just click on to the open. So it is asking you the location, whether in this particular location, is it in whether in existing worksheet you want to replace the table what is already been created in your MS Access. In this particular worksheet you would like to place it. You just click on to the OK. Can you see? This was a table that I had created in MS Access. Now you can apply the filters also. Okay, so I want to apply the filter onto the column that is combination. So click on to here. I want to see only the PCMC combination. So just click on to OK. See, this is how you can apply the filter onto your column. Now I would like to weave the names only by some names I would like to weave. About the details about Ramya and the details about Rajesh I would like to weave. So just click on to the OK. So like this you can apply the a different kind filters you can apply, and you can even modify your table. Okay, you can even change the layout of your table how you want. See, you can apply the formatting tools onto your table. So this is how we were actually creating the data form. I hope you are able to understand. So there was an interaction between the database with the ESS. So this completes the chapter spreadsheet. Thank you students. Stay safe.